Gonna sneak my friend out to get her an abortion. Welcome back to Lives on Reddit. Don't forget to subscribe to be a for lifer. So this is going to be very unorganized, so apologies in advance, but I honestly feel like I might puke and I can't sleep. An old friend of mine who I haven't talked to in about 2 years because she moved called me and said she needed help. She was assaulted and became pregnant from it. She said the hospital gave her some pills so that she wouldn't become pregnant. That obviously didn't work and she found out 2 weeks ago. She had taken a test on a whim because she didn't feel right, and even though the previous test came back negative, this one was positive. Doctor confirmed she was 11 weeks. Her parents are super religious and told her she was going to carry the baby to term if she wanted to stay under their house. They took her car keys so she can't go anywhere. She turned 18 the day she called me and basically begged me to sneak her out in a few weeks when her parents are going out of state for a mission trip and get her an abortion. And of course I said yes. So here's the plan. In a few weeks, I'll be driving 6 hours up to her town and then another 3 hours to the nearest abortion clinic. I'm going to lay low in her town until she texts me that her parents are gone. Then it's 3 hours to the clinic. And hopefully we'll be back late that same night or very early the next morning. Just to add to the whole crap show, she'll be climbing out her window with a rope ladder because her parents have security cameras on the house and that's pretty much the only blind spot. And I'm to park slightly off the road and hide in the tree line, so even if we do get caught, I can safely say that I never trespassed on their property. Then we get into the car. I do a 3-point turn and head the other way. She'll still give her hourly text check-ins and I'll take over when she's in the procedure, and hopefully they don't call. Then I drive her back, we climb into the house, and I help her fake a miscarriage with Halloween blood. I feel like I'm in a freaking movie right now. Like, to be honest, this isn't even close to the wildest thing I've done. I was absolutely insane when I was 10 to 15, but that phase is done, and the most adventurous thing I might do is go for a walk on a new path. Like, I'm not joking. My whole sneaking out and around doing wild crap just for the heck of it for pure adrenaline phase has long since passed, and I feel like I'm going to pass out just thinking about this plan. Like, I know we're both 18 and I can't get in trouble for kidnapping her or anything like that, but still. It doesn't mean that if we get caught that her parents won't try to bring charges against me or won't force her to move out, which I told her if they do, she can come live with me. I'm just spinning in my own thoughts right now and don't know how to feel about any of this. If she's 18, and assuming this isn't a weird state like Alabama where the legal age is supposedly 19, she can do what she wants, and you can't get in any trouble for helping her other than their wrath. That said, it seems quite likely that her parents would be tracking her phone location, so you may need to figure out how to spoof that or lay some groundwork about how she wasn't feeling well and went to sleep, or her phone is having issues or ran out of battery or something. Maybe it's possible to have her phone at home and use another device to respond to texts or something. Also, be careful as they may have access to her texts and such, so you might want to find a more confidential way to communicate. It can be as simple as having a throwaway Gmail account that you both know the password to and having an email in the drafts folder where she writes something, you respond and delete her part, and then the reverse. Or you can communicate inside of a game or even Reddit. You should also have the non-emergency number to the local police station, because if they do pull some scam and try to prevent her from leaving, you can contact the police and ask for a standby for leaving an abusive home. Basically, the police come and ensure that she's able to leave and take what belongs to her without them being able to stop her or abuse her on the way out, either on her way out to get the abortion or if she needs to move out. The police would much rather be called to do this than to have to show up in the middle of a domestic. It's safer for them. Make sure she has possession of her identity documents because she will need her license or passport most likely. If she has to tape them to her body for a couple of weeks or sew her license into her undies or something to ensure they are not stealing them, then she might have to do something like that. The police can require the parents to hand them over during a standby most likely as well. If for any reason this goes badly between now and then, make sure you have a backup plan. Because it could be that they plan to have her kidnapped and taken to some location, or this vacation of theirs is a ruse and they're going to have goons show up and take her with them to some place. You both need to expect the worst, and it may be that she has to not wait for them to do something but actually leave before her 18th to catch them off guard or something. On that last point, have her keep something metal in her underpants or bra. I don't know if they would try to take her out of the country, But if they say try to take her to a courthouse to coerce her into marriage or something, metal in the undergarments is a fairly universal sign of I'm being brought here against my will. You want to set the handheld detector off somewhere strange. They'll often wave you by if they detect metal in the bra because underwire can set off the big detector. In the front of your crotch area, they usually assume it's metal in your pants, like from a zipper or buttons. She shouldn't wear any jewelry, especially body jewelry, so they don't assume that's what set off the detector. Most security is actually very, very lax about the metal detectors, so you really have to try to get them to notice. Wrap foil around your ankles, under your socks, put foil in your back pocket so she can write in the foil in a Sharpie so that when it's found, she doesn't have to verbally explain if she finds it hard to speak up for herself. Something as short as simple as, "Help me, held against my will," should do the trick. If that fails, she can go to the bathroom. She can do 3 things from there. Explain that she's in danger and ask another person in the bathroom to bring security to her, call security or 911 from her phone, or leave her phone in the bathroom so she can go back to her parents, realize she lost her phone, and need to go to security to ask if it's been found, but actually ask security for help. If they try to force her into a marriage, she can straight up say to the judge or justice that she's being forced into an arranged marriage and they will not complete the ceremony. If the state requires a blood test, she can refuse to let them stick her. Part 2. Update on sneaking my friend out to get her abortion. The abortion has been done, and she will now be living with another friend, A. Her parents refused to tell her where they were going for the mission trip or how long they would be gone or when exactly they were leaving, so I ended up stuck in a hotel, at least it had Wi-Fi, in the middle of fundamentalist Trump town of like 5,000 people for 3 days. When I was doing research on it, I realized that her state had way too many abortion restrictions for me to even want to attempt trying to get one there, so we made an appointment in a clinic in California and set out. A drove to her house and picked up the luggage that she packed. She got a medical exam and we both got COVID tests the first day, and she had her abortion 3 days later. Due to COVID restrictions, I had to wait outside the building with a pager, but after it was done, she got another exam and some medicine and it was over. We gave up pretty quick on the fake a miscarriage plan when she broke down in tears and said she didn't want to live there anymore. Shockingly, her parents hadn't set up any cameras in the houses, and none of us got caught. She had smartly transferred all her money to PayPal, Apple Wallet, etc. a few days before her parents left. After we were sure she had all her money and belongings, she texted them to tell them she had left and had an abortion and was moving out and was blocking them. I drove her to A's apartment and said goodbye. 3,678 miles, 5,920 kilometers more added to my car and I'm home. A, me, and her all paid about 1/3 of the price, and she gave me money for about half the gas. I feel good knowing that I helped someone out of forced motherhood, but I'm really tired and irritated at her parents and frankly everyone who fights to make an abortion this hard and expensive. I do want to thank everyone for their kind words and messages. It really did make it easier. Edit? Whoa, this blew up. Y'all, I made this post then went to bed because to be honest, I was a bit sleep deprived. Imagine my shock waking up and checking Reddit. I just want to say thanks for the love and support. Everyone here is truly amazing. This is awesome original poster, but I have some advice I hope you forward to your friend. Block her family on all social media or even delete social media and make fake accounts so they cannot find her. It sounds like she's in an abusive household and I wouldn't be surprised if they try to manipulate her with false tears or even threats. If her parents got her phone or took it away for a long period of time, tell her to get a new one. Spyware is easy to install and will show them her location and in some cases all texts, emails, and even her camera feed. Abusive families and spouses use these borderline illegal systems to spy or track people they want to control. Tell her to get a new number. Same reason as social media. Make sure all mail is forwarded to her new address and tell her to change passwords in case they have them via spyware. Tell her to speak to the police if her family contacts her. Document everything. Police probably won't help out, worst comes to worst, it's on file and could help if restraining orders are needed. Thus, might all sound like overkill, but trust me, when I say abusive families will do a lot in the name of God. Edit, another tip is to take her car into a shop and ask the mechanic to search for GPS trackers, and if her car has GPS or Bluetooth, ask if there's a way to reset it. If she has Find My Phone, disable it. If she can afford a mechanic, tell tell her to search the car, especially under it and by the tires, for black boxes. These are GPS devices. At this point, even if original poster doesn't read it, I understand, but I want to warn others on any subreddit I can. Google NPR spyware, abusive partner, etc. They do very good articles on the spyware and where to look for it. Some domestic shelters can also give you advice on what to do. The Safety Net Project is also a website to check out for help. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't leave. Subscribe. Be a for lifer. Yeah.